Hello dear students, welcome to Wow Education. Today we have brought one lesson of civics, that is how the state government works for class 7th. Let us start. Class 7 civics lesson 3, how the state government works. You know, there are three forms of government or three types of government in India, and those are state government, center government and panchayat government. So in this lesson we will talk about state government. So the main topic which we are going to cover in this lesson are legislative assembly, means we will talk about chief minister, MLAs and governor. Thereafter there are few terms which we need to learn: majority, opposition, coalition and people's voice and the role of media. Let us start now. Patlampuram crisis. Patlampuram is a place. Now what has happened in Patlampuram? People are dying of diarrhea. Diarrhea is a disease and very dangerous disease, you can say. The opposition leader is doing protest outside the house of one MLA. What he is saying: we demand that the authorities take immediate action to bring the public health situation under control. Our MLA must take responsibility for this. It means this person belongs to some opposition party. Now, who is an MLA? Why he is doing protest outside one MLA's house? See, MLA means members of the legislative assembly. They are elected by the people, and when they become members of the legislative assembly, they also form the government. In this way, we say that MLAs represent people. When we vote for those MLAs, then only they become the member of the legislative assembly. Now, what is legislative assembly? In Delhi, you have a parliament house, but in states, we have legislative assemblies, and we have these assemblies in each of the state. At present, we have 28 states, means we are having 28 legislative assemblies and 28 state governments. Constituencies. Now, what are constituencies? Every state in India has a legislative assembly. Legislative assembly is a building. Have you seen Parliament House in newspaper or TV channels? Right? It's a round circular shaped building where all the leaders of the country, they sit, they debate. Similarly, legislative assembly is also a big building where all the ministers of the state, they sit, they debate, they discuss and they make laws. So each state is having a single legislative assembly in their state. Now what happens? Each state is divided into different areas or known as constituencies. Let us talk about Uttarakhand. This is the map of Uttarakhand, and Uttarakhand is also one northern state. It's a small state. Now there are total 70 constituencies, means there are 70 seats, means 70 MLAs people of Uttarakhand will select from their state. Each one constituency means one MLA. From each constituency, the people will elect only one representative. Representative means MLA, who will then become the member of legislative assembly. Whether big, whether small, whatever is the size of the constituency, it will always elect only one MLA. Political parties. What are these? People stand for election in the name of different parties. Suppose you have seen Arvind Kejriwal in Delhi. He has a political party and the name of that political party is AAP, means Aam Aadmi Party. Similarly, there is one political party in Uttar Pradesh also, where Yogi Adityanath, he is the chief minister. So he belongs to the political party BJP. So every MLA or every MP belongs to one or another political party. So some main important political parties of India are BJP, Congress, SP, Samajwadi Party, BSP, Shiv Sena, Bajrang Dal and AAP. These are some of the important and very talked about political parties in India, but there are a lot of other political parties also in India. Majority. Now what is majority? A political party whose MLAs have won more than half the number of constituencies in a state can be said to be in a majority. Just now we have read that there are 70 constituencies in Uttarakhand state. It means one has to means any political party which will get the majority. Now how the political party will get the majority? When it will win more than 50% of the total seats. Suppose there are total 70 seats and the half of the 70 will become 35. So whichever party will win 35 seats, it will make the government. Now you can see the result. See, BJP, it has secured 57 seats. It required only 35 seats, but it has secured 57 seats. So this party has already got the majority, and this is the party which is going to make the government in Uttarakhand state. And next is BSP. It has got 0 seats. UKD, it has got 0 seats. INC means Congress, it has got 11 seats, and others, they have got 2 seats. So the largest party is BJP and it will make government. Ruling party and opposition, what are they? The political party that has the majority is called the ruling party. See, in Uttarakhand state there are a lot of parties. We just talked about BSP, we just talked about Uttarakhand Kranti Dal, BJP and INC. But they all did not score well in the election. Only BJP got 57 seats in the election. So the BJP is making government. That's why BJP will be known as ruling party. And the party who is coming on the second position, means who has lost the election, will be known as opposition party. Getting it? Majority. What is majority? A political party whose MLAs have won more than 50% of the seats. Means if there are 70 seats, if some party has got 35 or more than 35 seats, then that party has got the majority. Majority means maximum numbers of the seats. Now in this election again, you can see Uttarakhand Assembly election 2017, BJP has secured 57 seats. So this party has got the majority, means maximum seats. Ruling party and opposition, this we have talked about. Next is, in the opposition were other parties, including those who had been elected as independent parties. Now who are independent? See, there are a lot of MLAs who don't belong to any party. They don't fight for any party. They have their own political signs. They have their own political parties. Not even political parties. They just fight independently without the name of any political party. So such leaders, such MLAs, they are known as independent leader. As you can see in this picture, see, there are 2 MLAs, right? They are known as others. There are 2 MLAs who have fought the election but without any political party. So they will be known as independent MLAs. After the election, how does an MLA becomes minister or chief minister? Now see, there is difference between MLA and minister. MLA is member, but minister is a post. Then how MLA gets a post of minister? Let us talk about. After the election, what happens? All the MLAs of the winning party, they choose their one leader. You see, there are many MLAs in the winning party, but they all cannot be the chief minister. They have to choose one person, means one person who will be the leader of their party, and that leader will become the chief minister of that state. And here in Uttarakhand, they have chosen Shri Trivendra Singh Rawat as their leader. And as soon as they choose him as their leader, he automatically becomes the Chief Minister of Uttarakhand. The Chief Minister then selects other persons as minister. Now what happens? Chief Minister has lot of work to do. So to reduce his work pressure, he selects many MLAs from his party, not from the opposition party, only from his party, that is BJP. If there are 57 MLAs in his party who have won the election, he will select only 10 to 12 very talented and very experienced MLAs to work for various departments. So they will be known as ministers. Now see, these people, these leaders, they were earlier MLAs. Now they have got one more post, that is known as ministers. After the election, it is the governor of the state who appoints the chief minister and other ministers. You know, governor is the topmost position of a state, and he gives oath to all the ministers. Now, how government is appointed? Governor is also known as head of the state. The top position is governor, thereafter chief minister. He or she is appointed by the central government, and central government, where is it? It is in New Delhi. So New Delhi government appoints one governor in each state. It's not that this government is only in Uttarakhand. This governor is only in Uttarakhand. Governors are appointed in each state. Now, what is the function of governor? So that he can give the report of the state to the center government, to the prime minister, to the president. Otherwise, how will president or prime minister will come to know what is happening in this particular state? So, governor keeps an eye on all the activities of the state, like what chief minister is doing, how public is happy with the chief minister or not, whether the chief minister is spending the money on the good projects or not. So this all report he gives to the center government, means president or prime minister. Coalition government. What do you mean by coalition government? At times, the ruling party may not be a single party but a group of parties working together. This is called coalition government. Sometimes what happens, suppose BJP has got 20 seats and Congress has got 10 seats, right? And BSP has got 5 seats. So no party is getting 35 seats, means majority no party is getting. So what will happen? These 3 parties will come together and they together will make 20 plus 10 plus 5 means 35 seats. So this way they will make the government, and such government which is made up of many political parties is known as coalition government, where there are more than one party. Such government is in Maharashtra, where Shiv Sena, Congress and there's one more Congress, they have come together to form the government in Maharashtra. The chief minister and other ministers have the responsibility of running various government departments or ministries. They have separate offices. Now these are the ministers. Earlier they were MLAs. Got it? Now they are ministers also. Why they are ministers? Because they have got their departments. Now what is department? Department is an area where they have to work. See, suppose take the example of Sri Satpal Maharaj. He is MLA, okay, but he has got one department that is known as irrigation ministry. So he will take charge of all the work being done in the irrigation area. Next is Yashpal Arya. He is an MLA, but he has also got rural welfare ministry, means he will do all the welfare measures for the villagers. Suppose take the example of Arvind Pandey. He is an MLA, but similarly he is also education minister also. So he will take charge and do all the works regarding the education department. So these people, they have got one department They have got one office to work for. That's why they are known as ministers. Every MLA is not a minister. Only selected MLAs will get the post of ministers. What is Legislative Assembly? As you can see, this is the building of Legislative Assembly in Uttarakhand. So this is a building. Legislative Assembly is a building where all the MLAs, whether they are from the ruling party or they are from the opposition party, they all come, sit and discuss on various topics. Dual responsibility means double responsibility. What is it? Some MLAs have dual responsibilities, like if it is MLA, then it is minister also. As you can see the example of Shri Satpal Maharaj, he is MLA from constituency Chaubatta Khal. It's a place from where he has won the election. So he will do the welfare for his people of the Chaubatta Khal. But same time he will do the work of irrigation department also. So he has got two jobs. This is known as dual responsibility. What is government? In common uses, the word government refers to government departments and various ministers who head them. The overall head of the government is Chief Minister. At the state level, if we are talking about state, then the head of the government is Chief Minister. More correctly, this is also called the executive part of the government. Executive means the person, the team which does all the action, which does all the work. Okay, so they are known as executive. Now see, a debate in the Legislative Assembly. What happens inside the Legislative Assembly? What happens inside that building? During this building, inside this building, these all people, they are MLAs. They express their opinions. They ask various questions to the government, and they also give suggestion to the government that please work on this area. Suppose one MLA is saying that the road of his constituency is not being repaired for many years, so he wants some money, he wants government to complete the road of his constituency. Similarly, other MLA, he wants that there should be one college should be established in his constituency, so he will ask question to the government to open a college in his area. So in the Legislative Assembly, all the MLAs keep their problems and they ask government to complete the work in their area. And thereafter the minister also replies that what they have done for their constituencies. The chief minister and other minister have to take decisions and run the government. However, whatever decisions are being taken have to be approved by the all members of the Legislative Assembly. It doesn't mean that if Trivendra Singh Rawat is the Chief Minister of Uttarakhand, he cannot make any decision on his own. His decision should be approved by all the MLAs or the majority of the MLAs in the Legislative Assembly. If he brings out some decisions and if it is not good, then what will happen? The other members of the Legislative Assembly, they will oppose him. They will cry, they will shout, they will not let him do his and carry out his decision. In a democracy, every member or each MLA can ask questions in the Legislative Assembly. They can debate on issues for many hours, for many days. And if they are not satisfied, they can step out from the assembly also. They can protest also. And they should know where the money of the people, means whatever tax we are giving to the government, where it is being utilized, what is being done from that money. Every answer they want from the government. Now let us talk about the Patlampuram crisis, where the case of diarrhea has appeared. Now see, one of the member of the opposition party, what he is saying, that in Patlampuram they don't have the good facilities of hospital. They have very poor facilities in the hospitals. They don't have a doctor in Patlampuram. No medical staff has been appointed for last many years, and in some hospitals the doctors have gone for a long leave, and he's saying that this is shame, that too during the crisis of diarrhea. So he is asking all this question from the government. Now government will reply. TV channels and other organizations also regularly talk about the government. Now the news of the Patlampuram has been broadcasted by many news channels. So this news has become the hot topic of the each household. Soon after the discussion in the assembly, what happens? The ministers, they arrange for a press conference, and that is organized by the health minister of the Patlampuram. Large number of people who are from various newspapers, they were present, and they asked many questions to the health minister, that what have you done for the Patlampuram? The health minister then tells all the media people that they have ordered all the collectors and chief medical officers of the district to take urgent actions. The chief minister of the state, means the chief minister of the Patlampuram area, he has promised that he will provide fund means money for this work. They also want to start a campaign to inform people about the steps which can be used to prevent diarrhea. Working of the government can also decide to make new laws for the state regarding sanitation and health facilities. For example, it may make it compulsory for municipal corporation to ensure that public toilets are built in all the areas. The act of making laws on certain issues is done in the legislative assembly of the state. Every state's legislative assembly also makes laws for the rules. See, suppose we are talking about Uttarakhand state, so the legislative assembly of Uttarakhand can make laws only for Uttarakhand, not for Uttar Pradesh, Punjab or Haryana. Similarly, the government of Uttar Pradesh or Punjab, they cannot make laws for Uttarakhand. They will make laws for their own state. So the state government has power to make laws only for their state, not for other states. The various government departments then implement these laws. Once laws have been made by the Constituent Assembly, then these laws are carried out by the government departments. Whatever work is done by these departments has to be approved by the members of the legislative assembly. So democracy and people. What do you mean by democracy? Democracy means a government which is selected or elected by the people, of the people and for the people. So in a democracy, people have all right to organize meetings, to voice their opinions and protest against the government decision. Recently, BJP government had increased the prices of petrol and diesel. Now what had happened? The opposition party like Congress, it had organized various protests and rallies all around the country. So the government is forced to decrease the rate of petrol and diesel once again. So these are some of the important questions related to this lesson. Please go through these questions and try to make the answers on your own, because all the answers we have already covered in all these slides. So read the question and try to create the answers on your own on the basis of what you have read in this video. So you can pause this video to go through these questions properly. That's it for this lesson. Please do like, subscribe and comment for our channel. Thank you so much.